Hello, this is Mark from I Am Organic Gardening, located in Zone 6B in the state of New Jersey. So let's go inside and see what we have in store for today. And today I'm going to be showing you how to cover your low tunnel with insect netting and plastic. So it ends up looking like this, with plastic on top, not the sides. We only have our insect netting on the side. And the key reason I did this is that when you have frost possibility in your area, instead of enclosing the whole thing, their sides are going to be open with the insect netting, so you don't have to go about every single day and open it up and let the hot air out or move it around. With the insect netting there, the frost isn't going to get in. Frost only comes downwards. I know a lot of you might be saying, since there's ventilation on the sides, I'm not going to get frost protection. I will show that to you over growing plants in it in the next several weeks until we get a very heavy frost, because this, again, is just to reduce freezing. This is not meant to stay outside over winter by any means. This is just to get through those frost periods or freezing periods in the fall for a couple weeks so we can continue to grow. So the very first item we're going to need is we're going to need these snap clamps. There's about 10 in a pack, but I bought them 20 per order. And they're a 1/2 inch. They go over the PVC pipe. That's a measurement. And it's also called item number 11 Easy. I bought about 20 of them for about $14, and I decided to buy 2 packs. Next, we're going to need insect netting that measures 10 feet wide and 20 feet long. And 4 mil plastic that's clear and measures 10 feet wide and 8 feet long. We're also going to need 2 2x4s that we have left over from the previous part. We're going to need 3 more pieces of a 1/2 inch PVC electrical conduit that are 10 feet long. Using our tape measure again, magic marker, scissors this time, that's new. Also our paddle bit, that's 7/8 inch wide, and a 1/8 inch drill bit. Plus our 3-inch long deck screws, saw, and a cordless drill. So the first thing we're going to cut is all 3 PVC pipes to 8 feet long. Next, you're only going to take one 8-foot piece. There's 3 of them. You're only going to take one of them now and measure at 4 feet and cut that in half. And then when we're finally done, we're going to have 2 8-foot pieces and 2 4-foot pieces out of those 3 pieces that we did. So now with our 2 pieces that we have here that are 4 feet long, and then we have 2 pieces here that we cut down that are 8 feet long, we're going to go in from the end, it doesn't matter what end, and you're going to go in 5 inches and then make a mark, and then we're going to drill a hole in each one of these PVC pipes. So we're going to mark each one of these at 5 inches, give or take, it doesn't have to be exact, and then we're going to drill a 1/8 inch hole at that mark. Now we place our low tunnel on its side. It doesn't matter if it's the left or right hand side. Now we're going to take our 8-foot long PVC pipe. We're going to place it in the middle of the 2x4 here, about center. We have our hole that we drilled already, that's about 5 inches in. We're going to just set a screw in there, and we're going to line up the PVC pipe so it's about in the middle of the 2x4, and then we just have to attach it. Now, we didn't drill a hole all the way through. The screw will do it on its own. It's self-tapping. Just take your time. Make sure you get in the middle. When you tighten the screw down, just try to tighten it as flush as possible. Now, from our first screw that's in 5 inches from the end, we're going to measure 1 foot, and we're going to make a mark in the top of the pipe there, the center, and then we're going to go another foot and make another mark. And we'll go right down the line to the very end. Now we've made 6 marks down the line, a foot apart. Now just come back with your drill. You don't have to go all the way through, just a hole on top. And then you're going to screw a screw into each one of those holes to hold that pipe down right in the center of the wood. Now I have all 7 holes drilled, and I place a screw in each one, just starting them lightly with my hand here. When attaching all those screws, make sure you're always centering the pipe in the middle of the 2x4 on its length. Now we have all 4 sides completed with our 1/2 inch PVC pipe that's screwed in every foot on the front and sides. Now we're going to install our insect netting in the back here on top. We're going to center it on the top, pull it over to the front here, go down maybe about, say, 5 to 6 inches more than the pipe, snap a clamp on the middle, and then we're just going to go around and adding clamps. Now I have the insect netting placed on top where I like it to be permanently now for this season. Now I'm going to give a close-up on it. What I did is I placed a clamp just past every 1 foot screw on the side to hold it in place on the side. I placed a clamp on both ends, and then I placed a clamp just past the screw every foot down the line, like so. And there's no cutting of the insect netting, the 10 feet that goes across, because it fits perfectly, and it gives you about, let's say, anywhere from 2 to 3 inches on both sides. Now to secure the ends, what I did was I took the netting on this side, pulled it across and clamped it on, and then I took the netting from this side and pulled it to this edge and clamped it on also too. Now I'll place 2 more clamps here and here that are about a foot apart, and also one on top, and I'm done. Now the excess material, you can cut it off if you wish, but I'm just going to fold it underneath, because you never know when you take it off if you're going to have problems with a hole in it or anything else either, so it's better to leave the material on. Now with our first side completed, we have 4 clamps, 1, 2, 3, 4, and the excess material you can cut off, just leave yourself anywhere from 5 to 6 inches. You can cut across a straight line, or you can flip up the material. Now the last thing we're going to do is we're going to get our 4mm plastic, which we cut to 10 feet wide and 8 feet long, and we're just going to cover it, the top with it. We're not going to cover the sides with it at all. Now when we're applying the 4mm plastic, we're just going to take the end clamp off for a second with the netting underneath, and then place the plastic on top of it and then clamp it back down. Now when we go down the line here, this one is holding the insect netting only, and this one that I put next to it is going to hold the plastic. So then we're going to go down the line every foot apart. So you're going to have 1 clamp underneath the plastic and 1 clamp on top of the plastic, because later on when you want to remove the plastic, you don't have to take the insect netting off. You have your clamps in place holding it down. Again, I want to thank you very much for watching today's video and taking time out of the day to do so. If you like this project, please give it a thumbs up. So before you build it, I'm going to be doing some more videos, and I'll show you it being outside and how the wind handled it, because we have to do one more step, which when we bring it outside is how we're going to hold it down and also be able to open it up from both sides. It will be accessible from both sides. You can lift it this way or that way when we go out in the garden and set it permanently there. If you haven't done so, please subscribe and please give it a big thumbs up. It helps out my channel immensely. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you again shortly.